The meaning of the movie author Orpheus to read for minutes published on 20.04. 2020 updated on 20.04. 2020 a movie in the horror genre, The Nanny, for those who want to change themselves or choose a different profession. Sometimes we lack willpower to make a decision. The director with the help of his picture showed what can happen to a person who goes against his desires. But what is the true meaning of the movie, The Nanny? The meaning of the movie, The Nanny, 2020, an inexperienced teacher accepted a tempting offer. The heroine became a governess of a 7-year-old girl. However, she will have to deal not only with the upbringing of little Flora, but also to solve the problems heaped on her. Initially, the girl could boast of her bravery. She very responsibly approached her new role. But life began to present her with more and more surprises. The girl found herself in a trap that has not only real boundaries. Frames and restrictions are also in the head of the heroine. The girl had many chances to get out of the mysterious gloomy house. But she did not make a single attempt. Despite the promise she made, she could have broken the arrangement. It was extremely difficult for the girl to be in this mansion. She was pressured by the heavy atmosphere that prevailed in the ancient house. However, the girl was confident that she could cope with any difficulties. This position played a cruel joke on her. The heroine overestimated her capabilities. The meaning of the movie, The Nanny, is that every person always needs to realistically assess their own strength. The horror movie, The Nanny, forces viewers to look inside themselves. The director addresses our inner fears with his movie. We are afraid to leave our comfort zone. A person can tolerate deprivation, injustice, bad treatment, without even thinking about the possibility of changing everything. He is so used to it, so comfortable. He simply does not know about another life. He is fixated on his fears and obsessive thoughts. With such a development, a person can not only get confused in himself, but also lose himself as a person. Some movie critics talk about inconsistencies, holes in the script of the movie. Many viewers believe that such things cannot happen in real life. It is not about ghosts, but about human attitudes. But there are also those who looked at themselves with the help of the main characters. There are also those who, after watching the movie, quit their previous jobs and began to look for their vocation. The horror movie, The Nanny, showed the shortcomings of people, about which we prefer to keep silent. Often people notice only good things about themselves. However, this is not the right approach. All people make mistakes. The main thing is to recognize them and correct them in time. Otherwise, in the struggle for leadership, material wealth, we risk losing something really important. The movie, Nanny, tells not only about the experiences of a child. The movie shows what a person can turn into if he acts against his will. Sincere emotions, believable play of actors will make viewers turn to themselves and learn their desires. The meaning of the ending of the movie, The Nanny, 2020, two women at odds. Two strong characters. No one wants to give in. The conflict between the two women develops throughout the movie. The meaning of the final movie, The Nanny, is to show what can happen to a person if you do not believe him. Our imagination sometimes works wonders. But it also happens that we become hostages to their illusions. Over time, a person slowly begins to go mad. Is it possible to help the character in this situation? In the struggle for power over others, people often lose themselves. They are driven by the thirst for profit, influence. They forget about their true goals and values. In the movie, Nanny, characters tried to deny the existence of otherworldly forces. They not only outwardly showed their distrust. In the characters inside, a real battle broke out. The mind said one thing and the heart predicted something else. How to get out of this abyss, each of the heroes decides for himself. The movie, The Nanny, despite the horror genre, finds echoes in our everyday life as well. We try to prove to the interlocutor the correctness of our point of view without even listening to his arguments. We are not at the edge of the problems of others, believing that only on us fell the most difficult difficulties. We occupy an unloved position only because we are afraid of the unknown, afraid of change. The unexpected ending of the movie, The Nanny, makes us think that everything in our lives is relative. Today you can own untold riches, and tomorrow you will be completely ruined. That's why you should live here and now, dulling your fears and obsessive sad thoughts as much as possible.